using this straightforward exam question, I'm going to demonstrate how you use an exchange rate to convert from pound sterling into currency of euros. You can see here I have an exchange rate given that £1 is equal to 1.13 euros. So if I want to change £350 into euros, I am going to use the exchange rate. Going from pounds to euros, I'm going to multiply. Were I to go from euros to pounds, I would divide. And the number that I always use is the exchange rate number. So, in the first instance, we have £350, which I'm going to change into euros by multiplying by the exchange rate. This would be on a calculator paper, so keying that sum into the calculator gives me a euro conversion of €395 and 50 cents. The second part of the question is asking me to change euros back into pounds. So as I said, I'm still going to use this 1.13, but this time I'm going to divide. So 120 euros divided by the exchange rate of 1.13 gives me a pound rate of 106.19, and I've rounded that to the nearest penny, hence my going to 2 decimal places, £106.19. This question shows 2 different prices for the same item. One purchased in euros, the other purchased in pounds. I'm given an exchange rate and I am asked to calculate where the item would be cheaper. So the best thing to do is to get some organisation to my working. There I have the item in euros. Here I have the item in pounds. So I split my working into 2 parts. Now, all this takes is for me to convert one of these figures so that I can compare like currencies. I am going to convert this pound amount into euros. So, using the exchange rate, if I'm going from pounds to euros, I multiply. Were I to take the other option and go from euros to pounds, I would divide. So £39.99 multiplied by the exchange rate of 1.12. Having keyed that sum into my calculator, I can see that in euros, my figure of £39.99 would be worth €44.79 to the nearest cent. So if the item in France cost me €45 and the item in England cost me €44.79, I can see by this comparison that the item purchased in England is cheaper. My final question here is slightly more involved, but with a little bit of organisation, it needn't be any more difficult than the previous two. The question says Frank is travelling from the USA to Germany. He wants to book flights which cost $710 and a hotel which costs €45 per night for 12 nights. The question is asking us to work out Frank's total travel costs and compare to see if Frank is able to book the trip if the trip is less than £1,000. So the difficulty we experience here is having two conversion rates. One that deals with converting dollars to euros, that's this one here, and the second one converting pounds to euros. What we don't have is a conversion rate that goes straight from dollars to pounds. So what we're going to do is organise our working so that we calculate the hotel cost, which is given in euros, and we need to convert it to pounds, and also the flight cost, which is given in dollars. So we have to first convert it to euros before we can then convert it to pounds in order to compare the final figure. So splitting our working in two, I'm first of all going to calculate the hotel cost, which we're told is €45 per night, and Frank staying for 12 nights. That calculation shows us that Frank has a total euro hotel bill of €540. So my first conversion is to calculate this from euros into pounds. If I were going that way, I remember I must times. If I'm coming back this way, it's going to be a division, remembering that I'm always going to use that number. 540 euros divided by 1.14 gives me a total euro bill converted to pounds 473.68. So there is Frank's hotel bill in pounds, ready for my final calculation. Before I do that final calculation, I need to convert my flight into pounds. My flight cost is in dollars, so I'm going to need to use this particular calculation to convert it first of all into euros. Going from the dollars to the euros is a multiplication. So dollars to euros multiplication using the exchange rate here. 710 multiplied by 0.85 means Frank's flight in euros would cost him £603.50. But for my final calculation, I now need to take that figure and convert it into pounds using this euro to pound conversion. So I'm now going to divide that figure by 1.14. That means in pounds, Frank's flight would cost £529.39. Now the final part of the question is saying that Frank can spend no more than £1,000. So I need to add both his hotel cost and his flight cost to see exactly how much that would have cost him. By adding those figures together, Frank's total bill is £1,003.07, meaning that Frank is unable to make the booking as it is greater than £1,000.